This week, you have learned how to batch create videos, and more specifically, short form videos. Today, I want to give you some tips and even recommendations to take your video marketing to the next level. Let's start with the basics. When first getting started, you really only need three main things to make a good video. You'll need a smartphone, you're going to need some kind of good sound, so you will need some kind of mic, and good lighting. Let's first start with a couple of tips for shooting with your phone. It would be helpful if you have a tripod and a phone holder to reduce any shaking and make your shots better. You can use the grid lines in your phone's camera to better line up your shot. You can either line up your video where you're center, which is kind of how I like to line mine up, or you can use the rule of three when it comes to photography. To use it, you would divide your picture into thirds both horizontally and vertically so that you have 9 squares. Try to place important things in your pictures along the lines or at the intersections every third. Make sure when you are placing yourself in the frame that you do not leave too much to the top of your head. You don't want to be like down there. You also want to avoid facing the camera below eye level. It's best to try to keep your camera just above eye level as I have it here. Also, practice looking into the camera, not at yourself. It helps your viewers to better connect with you better when they're watching. Let me show you the difference. Here I am looking right into the camera, something that took a lot of practice, and now I'm not. As you can see, it makes a big difference. It does take practice to do this, so it is helpful that you place a sticky note or some kind of reminder near the viewfinder to remind you to look straight into the lens. If you're using a teleprompter, this is really easy because the camera is right on the other side. Next, let's talk about sound. Like I said before, you're going to want to get a mic because the built-in mic on your phone, it's not gonna cut it. If you're first getting started and you're short on funds, you can use the headphones that come with your phone. They have a built-in mic. Just make sure you keep the mic close to your mouth when speaking and do not rub it against clothing or hair or if you have a beard. One of my favorite affordable options is to buy a lapel. A lapel mic is a small mic, as you can see, that you can clip to your shirt. The sound quality is much better than the headphones and mic that come with your phone or even a built-in on your phone. So it's a good sound. If you want to step it up from there, you can always invest in a Shure MV7 mic, which produces excellent sound and is still fairly affordable as far as quality mics go. This Shure mic that I just showed you can be used for videos and podcasts if that's something you want to pursue. The last basic element you need to look into is having some lights. Lighting is key when it comes to getting good video footage. If you're shooting during the daytime, try and find a well-lit area with natural light. Natural light is a wonderful way to light yourself. If you're shooting indoors, you'll want to set it up so that you have some kind of lighting towards you. If you are just getting started with lighting, work on keeping the light in front of you and avoid any lights behind you. If you have a large window, you can have it in front of you to light your face naturally, but never shoot a video with a window behind you unless you have professional light set up and you know what you're doing. It creates just way too many shadows. It makes you really dark. When I first started with my YouTube videos, I was using a very affordable umbrella lights kit with a single backlight, which actually looked really good. Now I use my panel lights, which I'm going to show you here on the video, that are clamped onto my desk, and that's because I shoot the majority of my videos here in this scene at my desk. If you're ready to take your video even further, you may consider investing in a DSLR camera. This will give you the ability to change lenses if you want and even get more creative with your shots. Plus, the quality is so much better than when you use a phone. I personally would recommend starting with a cheaper option like the Canon EOS Rebel T7i. This camera is great for beginners as it is really easy to use and still gives you high quality video footage. I actually personally use the Canon EOS Rebel T6i, which is the older model, but as you can see, it still produces a great video, don't you think? Don't be afraid to pick up a used camera for half the price. There is always a huge debate with video creators on which camera is best. Is it a Sony, a Canon, or a Nikon? In my opinion, it does not really matter which camera you use as long as you are happy with the results and you actually use it. Now, I personally use the Canon, but that is because I started with a Canon and I feel most comfortable using their products now that I've always used them. Well, I hope you found this video helpful in creating better quality video. Be sure to check out all the resources and links that I've listed along with this video for easy access to the products that I use and recommend for all my videos and more. Now that we've wrapped up the 5-day challenge, you are ready to get out there and batch great video. If you want to take an even deeper dive and learn my personal system for not only creating a full content marketing strategy so that you can rest assured that the content you're creating is driving results, but also the ins and outs of my system on how I batch all my content and all the tools I use, check out my new course, Stellar Content. I've included a link below this video where you can get all the details and see if it's something that would be a good fit for you. If you enjoyed this challenge and found it helpful, I am confident you're going to love my course. Thank you so much for taking part of this challenge with me, and I hope to see you in Stellar Content soon. Now get out there and create something awesome.